Alright, this video is on the Nebraska Attorney General's office. When I called the Nebraska Attorney General's office to turn in their officers, the Nebraska Attorney General's office turned me over to the FBI. I was told when it comes to the FBI that I need to take it to the Attorney General's office as well. That's the thing with all these agencies doing this fucked up shit, is that they're all covering for each other. This was too big of a case after what the Boulder police did, and police leading up to that, as well as the detectives in Natalie's case. Yeah, they fucked up way too much. By the time they caught Joseph Lopez, they had fucked up enough that they were very well dedicated to making sure that I never got to show any evidence. And there is proof enough of that between all of my public pretenders and all of my judges and all of my lawyers, all of the DAs, all of these people, these officers, all of them, every step of the way, did everything they could not to look at evidence or to refuse to take a report or to falsify or omit information or to outright lie. But every single time that I went in, I was abused for trying. When somebody is telling you about the abuse they're enduring, and you are a police officer, and you are in that county, yeah, I'm literally having all of my money taken from me for things that I didn't do, and then I've got these motherfuckers who won't do anything about it. Meanwhile, I've been threatened, harassed, intimidated, assaulted, and so on and so forth. This is 2.5 years now of this shit. And the cops have yet to take a look at any of it. The stuff that I was able to send to that son of a bitch yesterday, the Adams County Sheriff, my God, that man is incompetent. I don't think that's the word. He knows exactly what he's doing, and I'm after him. I am going to hunt that man down in court. I'm not even allowed to go to Colorado. That's a big reason for not making a report right now, is because I need to be protected from the police, protected from the jailers. I need my evidence protected. These police officers refused to do their jobs. When it came to other police officers, I have to get myself a civil attorney. I don't have the money for it. I can barely function. I don't get to see my loved ones ever. When I do, it's the most stressful fucking goddamn thing. Last time I went to chapel, I was fucking stressed out the whole goddamn time I was there. People just looked away. They know who I am in person, in real life. They're enduring the same thing at the hands of the same people. Rory Jepson, he's been trying to make a report there in Chapel, Nebraska, too. Same sheriff, Scott DaCosta. What the fuck is wrong with these people? And then what the hospitals do for the police. Places like Clearview. Clearview got into trouble because of the things that they do. Because of the insurance scam. Meanwhile, they're still running a tax scam with the homeless, and you motherfuckers are paying for it. You are paying to victimize human beings. Now, the reason that I bring up Nebraska is because I went to this guy's, the Nebraska Attorney General. His name is Doug Peterson. Pardon my belch. We'll go to the human trafficking link. Combating human trafficking. As hard as it may be to believe, human beings are trafficked in Nebraska. They are bought and sold and treated as property, forced against their will to work for those who think they own them. This modern-day slavery is illegal, yet it thrives in the shadows. It's not in the shadows. The police do this every day. Not all human trafficking is sex trafficking. Human trafficking is people trying to make a profit off of other human beings. That is exactly what the jails and the prisons and the cops and the courts are doing. They're trying to eat up your money while not doing anything. They already decided I was guilty and refused to take a look at any evidence. Any! I need to be protected from these people long enough to actually go through all this stuff in a safe environment where I am not threatened and assaulted by police officers. Police did this to me. In order to get an honest day in court, there needs to be a new judge appointed, one who I was not already trying to take to court. I went in repeatedly because these people kept doing the same thing repeatedly. They'd break the law, and I'd get the punishment. Yes, I broke the law after taking a year and a half of punishment. So, you got to get a hold of the state attorney general. And the state attorney general puts you in contact with who? Well, we'll find out. I'm about to call them. Well, it's a weekend, so they're not going to answer. So I got to wait till tomorrow morning. That gives Detectives Peterson and Rogers plenty of time to fuck with shit. That gives the Arapahoe County Sheriff time to cover his ass and that of his officers. Y'all are some dumb motherfuckers if you think this is okay. When it comes to human trafficking, the police do exactly the same thing as those that they pretend they're trying to catch. There are police officers, judges, and lawyers in the state of Colorado involved in human trafficking. Not just with the homeless people, but the actual human trafficking that you guys are so worried about. Where they take your kids and they go into the sex trade. How does that work? Well, they find a poor person with a daughter who's blonde-haired and blue-eyed under the age of 6. And the police charge their families with some bullshit. And for being falsely accused, they have to jump through so many hoops before they get their first day of court that, goddamn. And so many people are going through this. They're just not going through it on the same level as me. They get to see their loved ones. They get to remain in the area without being threatened and assaulted repeatedly, including by police. Now then there's people like Teresa Macilia. She's going through the same thing as I was. Michelle Rodriguez too. Donna Deathridge. Or if you got something to say about the police, you get hauled off. They take you to a loony bin that's only there to try to collect your money. Your money. Your taxes. That's all they do. Peak Wellness is the same way. All these places couldn't actually help me. They couldn't help me with a lawyer. They couldn't help me with an autism advocate. They couldn't help me with a mailbox. kept telling me to go do that P.O. box thing. Well, if you guys have paid any attention to the documents that I've been producing, yeah, I need an actual mailbox, an actual physical address, and I have to be there for longer than 30 days. It can't be someplace like Shannon Alvarado's. I'd like to say that was a great place. Really, the dog was the best part. Her name is Sadie, and she's wonderful. There's also stuff that happened at Shannon's that really bugs me. Like the two caretakers for her dad. They're both Hispanic, nurse type folks, you know. They come in and take care of him every day. Shannon gets paid for it, but while I was there, it's Christmas, or almost Christmas, and Shannon lets these women know that they're not getting their Christmas bonus this year. Shannon's going to quit giving Christmas bonuses. And I remember thinking to myself, you know, that's fucked up. You know, right at Christmas time you tell them this. And I couldn't help but think that me being there and eating her food had something to do with it. I shouldn't have had to go to all these different places. I should have been able to go to the police. I mean, I'm frantic for a reason. What the police did was take advantage of their position to abuse somebody who was falsely accused. What they did was play judge, jury, and executioner.